And anything about how you want me to like just say as I feel, or just yeah?
We are live. Say as you feel.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi everyone.
Hi there. Welcome to Carcassonne with Itze. Today, with a special guest. My co-host is none other than Lord Terrycloth, aka David Faraci from UK. Hi, David. Thanks for finally finding some time to appear here next to me.
Yeah, hi everyone. Glad to finally be able to join the stream.
Today's first match, I think the only one for David, will be Glovir versus Pakshe. Glovir was able to win the first match in round 1 versus Marty Party. After this one, he has easier opponents, at least than today's Pakshe. At least that would be my assessment. And Pakshe, on the other hand, was able to win his first match versus Santi Blada. And also has easier opponents than today, maybe with the exception of Hotly in round 5. We'll see about that. Yeah, so let's take a look at their ratings. This here is Glovir's rating evolution. Of course, a master, one of the strong armada from Portugal, currently rated at 656. And then we have Pakshe with a top rating of 8, 13, 15, something like that. Likely over here, roughly a year ago, April of last year. Currently, more or less at the bottom of his usual rating corridor at 616. But the first match, he did play quite well. So let's take a look at their history. And there was one match between these two, a best of 3 in last year's WTCOC. The screen is black. We can't see anything. Oh, yeah, great. Fucking hell. And now here's the screen. Sorry, folks. I had the layer deactivated earlier. Okay, so ratings-wise, man, I've told it all, right? Okay, match between Pakshe and Glovir last year, WTCOC. Third one was won by Pakshe and secured the 3-2 win for Thailand in that one by drawing just the right tiles in the end. We'll see if he manages to replicate that feat today. They opted for tournament mode, and therefore having the starting player advantage in the first game definitely is a good omen for Glovir, but we'll see. Yeah. Thanks, Glovir, for letting us know. Oh, he doesn't hear us anymore because he's playing. Okay, so he checked in the stream before the start, quite likely hoping we have some news about, I don't know, Pakshe's weaknesses or something. Which of these two would you favor today, David?
I'm not sure. So I actually just checked that I haven't ever played either of them. I think I have a vague sense from watching other streams that I'd have like a slight hint towards favoring Pakshe, but not by anything major.
Okay. I'd favor Pakshe as well. I think if he's on his A game, he should be the let's say 60-65% favorite in this one, even because he is pretty strong and he finds solutions even if it's pretty tricky.
Yeah, I don't have the same level of like per game memory as a lot of other players and streamers and stuff, but yeah. I just have this vague sense of having multiple memories of watching very impressive Pakshe victories. And so yeah, that's
well, I had the privilege to play a best of 5 against him in the CCL last year, and even the best of 3 in the group stage beforehand. So I know that he's capable of playing quite well.
Did you just lose?
No, I think I won both matches.
Okay, you disappeared for a second there. I don't know if you did for everyone else. You did for me.
Okay. Yeah, let me check.
Oh.
Might be you, because the indicator over here says quality is orange and not green.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Well, on my screen, you were just vanishing, and I still had myself and the game.
Okay.
So,
well,
anyway, sorry.
As long as we can hear you, it's fine.
Cool.
Hey, Otto. Hey, Kaika. So yeah, I think Pakshe overall is the better player. Even if Glovir currently is better rated and has definitely all he needs to beat Pakshe. This year, for example, so many folks would have just placed this monastery here to claim the points, but the implications of creating this huge field are so severe that he doesn't do this without thinking deeply about it, and in the end opts to place the monastery somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, it's always interesting in these sort of high-level matches to see the more extreme lengths that people go to avoid certain kinds of high variability moves, like opening up the field in that way.
Yeah, Pakshe's problem with a big field is this configuration over here.
Yeah.
Because either he closes the road and then would, of course, quite likely lose the city meeple in a mini battle versus blue. And also currently, Glovir has more meeples at his disposal and would be the first one to claim a field. And in the long term here, might be rather blue with the meeple majority. At least it looks like that. But we'll see.
Oof. Yep, saw that coming.
Yeah, one dagger each gone, and Glovir needs both kinds.
Yeah, I was actually in a similar. It wasn't the other person. The other player didn't have the road meepled, so it was even worse for me. But I was in a situation where I needed both daggers on either end. I think in a game yesterday, but I managed to get them both. So we'll see if Pakshe is equally fortunate.
Yeah, and I misspoke. Of course, it's Pakshe that's restricted, or Pakshe cities are restricted to the daggers, and not Glovir's. Glovir is blue here. Okay, first defense on the left, and also both entangled with one blue meeple. Definitely a situation in favor of blue here. So for now, this definitely looks good for Glovir, and he might just close the road on the left to prevent any future attack. Still 7 Doritos out there.
Yeah, that seems like a long enough. I mean, that road's long enough to justify the mini battle, as it were.
Okay. Well, it's unlikely that yellow would take this road anyway. At least at a meeple count of 2, so it's no problem to close this immediately.
I don't know if you just set up another monastery spot, or I mean, on your own monastery. Like, just
Good
that's
question.
That's what I was
over
thinking.
Here, right?
I mean, or I guess you could kill that. You could kill that spot just in case, but I don't know if that's. I mean, that seems like a bit of a waste.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, I quite likely would kill this city here.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah. If I don't go for the monastery spot.
Yeah, it was for the monastery.
I don't see a third option, actually.
Oh, and now, of course, poor Pakshe just gets absolutely no help from the deck in protecting that city from being blocked to 2 of the same dagger. I mean, depending on
well,
what Glovir gets. Oh, and there we go. And now Glovir will presumably block. Yeah, there we go. Ooh.
looking rough for Pakshe, indeed.
Here I assume, yeah, that's what I would have done. Just take the 2 points in a place that also removes the loop. And now, I guess as Glovir.
Maybe threatening
Yeah,
monastery.
Not a bad idea. I mean, I guess you could threaten to. You could threaten the city also, just on the off chance that you're able to block it, and then that way, if you get the left-handed dagger, you don't have to. Oh, sorry, I meant the other city. That way, if you do get the left-handed dagger, you don't have to worry about them getting the other one at all. But that's pretty. This is all pretty minor, I think, with this one. Yep. Okay. So
yeah,
the block you were suggesting. Oh, and is that a farmer? I believe.
It is a farmer, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that seems. I mean, that's fair enough. A lot of growth potential, and assuming someone fills in that spot, it will at least have those 2 cities on the left on it.
Yeah. Otto comments that this one here would have been better in this spot, and he's right, because this square here can't be filled by yellow without endangering road and especially the city.
Yes, good point. Agreed.
And of course, this farmer here, totally fine. The field has a lot of potential, even though yellow curtails it quite nicely. But if you go there, I mean, drop the farmer with 5 meeples in hand.
Yeah.
Why not?
I was surprised by Pakshe's. That move seemed a bit overly cautious. I mean, just dropping a tube in your opponent's field.
Yeah, the problem is what to do if you don't drop it there to try and restrict the field on the right side. I mean, sounds fine to me. Glovir will take this or should take this, but if he does, at least there would be this.
Wow.
Catch. He doesn't. Okay.
Huh. I mean, given that there are still 4 vanillas left, I might have been tempted to just take it to take the tube on against my monastery. I realize that would leave him with only 1 meeple. He may not want to play that way, but that would be my temptation. But I tend to be a bit profligate with my meeples.
Yeah. So over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wouldn't have worked out, but it would have. Well, presumably it wouldn't have worked out because presumably Glovir would have either attacked or. Well, it's not clear what would have happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess he would have just equalized at this point, because when Pakshe's down to 1 meeple, you just want to keep that.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter whether this then would connect or not. Totally fine. And especially, yeah, actually, I think this could have worked because it takes away road options to restrict this to the remaining road monastery. On the other hand, looks like this one will never be completed anyway due to the problem up top.
Well, and now Otto's point comes back with even more full force, because of course the temptation is going to be to take that monastery spot above your first monastery, but then doing that would mean, I mean, obviously there's the chance that blue gets, say, a Dorito or something, like this.
That doesn't matter. I mean, there are still 3 starting tiles out there. Yeah, here we go.
All I meant was that it increases the problem that you can't really finish your monasteries then without endangering your city.
Yeah, by now, after this one here, Pakshe doesn't care about the city anymore. I mean, if he gets the dagger, he'll close the city. If he gets the starting tile, will quite likely liberate the monk unless he might refrain due to Blue City, which we'll see. I mean, one restriction is there, so 2 daggers left for blue to close the city up top. And I would expect Pakshe to try and go for a full block so he can play.
I was wondering, though, whether he was going to do this. I'm not. I thought he might just cut his losses here. Which is an interesting move. Let's see what's left here. Oh, right, I can just see what's left. I keep forgetting that there's a tile counter, and I'm like counting, and then I'm like, wait, I can just look. Yeah, interesting.
I'm not sure. I mean, basically, this is saying I don't care whether I play with a meeple minority for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But the score is tied roughly. Blue is on the field already, even though it's a shoddy field as is. And
yeah, I mean, it's tricky because it's a 2-to-1 meeple, right? I mean, like this is 4 meeples to, or potentially 4 meeples to 1, depending on what happens with that city all the way on the left.
Yeah, I put it on 3-2, maybe 4-3 meeples, depending on this city in the bottom middle. But anyway, it's a shoddy situation for yellow. And if he gets a monastery, he sure has to claim the spot. So might even create an evil hamster there by putting any row piece here. And yeah, now...
Yeah, I would have been tempted just there as Glovir to place that cap just to the right, the bottom right of the soon-to-be shared city, as to block that monastery. So, like, you put the cap there facing to the right. Yeah, exactly. And I would have been tempted to do that because it would both threaten the potential joining of the bigger city down there, and also mean that taking this was a bigger risk for Pakshe.
No, not with this one. I mean, killing these is totally fine. Just think about yellow drawing a starting tile, and with 3 in the deck at 30 tiles or something, I mean 10% or 10%, right? And if yellow gets these 2 back, it's a completely open game. But if you can kill them, and blue did, I think it should be blue's game to lose here. They sure have all they need except for the lead on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Lots of daggers still to come and potentially mess things up.
Yeah, although I mean, Pakshe would
need both of those, I guess.
Yeah, he'd need both of those, and he'd start here. And would you really play there? Because if your opponent then draws the dagger, they might even close this and snatch this secondary field here.
Yeah.
I don't think that this city will ever close, even if Pakshe gets both.
Yeah, it seems unlikely. Oh, I've just lost the... There we go. So I guess
Glovir going for monastery build up at the bottom, likely trying to create another field there as well. 1 city already there, a second waiting in the wings. Still 2 rotaries left to close this. And yeah, Glovir quite likely could even do this and snatch the farm later in the game, because for now he for sure would like to keep his meeple majority. So now, what is he going to do? Try to harass Yellow City here, at least take away some.
Yeah, I was thinking
caps.
either that or, I mean, obviously that. I mean, the other option, which is a bit weirder, and this is just like spitballing, would be to place would be to place it at the all the way at the bottom right, so one over from where you have the first option, and facing the other direction. So no, so just take it and flip it around the other way. Yeah. So if you put it like that, then you're setting up that if you get one of the left hand. So first of all, then you can only the left hand daggers, two of which are left, would both go there.
Yeah.
And it would also be a potential way of, if you got a Dorito or something, blocking that yellow meeple to the one remaining horse. Or it also requires that if they get a Dorito, they have to either not do anything with it or face it in the other direction, which is more dangerous.
Yeah. I think with these many caps left, this option here isn't as potent, and
no, I mean, I think what he did seems fine. That was just more of a, like, you know, here's a thing you could try if you wanted to, than a
yeah. And also this one here puts even more pressure on Pakshe's city there, because he now has 2 vectors to attack it, even 3.
And now we get a quick 7 points for Glovir, presumably, unless he decides to block the city, but I don't know why he would.
Yeah. 8 even.
8 even, yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
I forgot about the monastery point. Oof, jeez. Glovir getting quite a lot of love from the deck. Presumably doesn't meeple even, but yep.
No.
At least Pakshe
why would he? Why would he? It's his last meeple. Just dump it there. Just wait for a cap.
Of course.
Yeah, Pakshe closes, of course.
Wow. And then I guess you could be cautious here and place it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Why not? I mean, you have at least the 3. There
are 5 Doritos left. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That makes some sense too.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
it is funny that Pakshe's original field is still only, I mean, sorry, Glovir's original field is still only 3 points after all this time.
And that's exactly what keeps this game interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
And exactly what still allows Pakshe to win this one if he keeps it that way. That more or less, well, at least equalizes this mini battle here.
Yeah.
But he's still a meeple down. But this meeple is already on a field. So for now, due to this monk also being here, Pakshe has a meeple majority, only 8 points down. So if he manages to snatch this cap and then attack the shared, afterwards shared 9-point field, he could tie this.
That was an interesting move.
I'm trying to figure out what he
was thinking there.
Yeah, quite likely just trying to later pressure one of the monastery squares.
I think that's part of it, and I think it also has the slight advantage that Glovir could have at some point gotten the final. Oh no, there isn't one left. Never mind. I was thinking there was a road end left, but there's not.
Okay, to close this here, and
then get
once the
rid of
city
one.
is closed with a horse, to take the 4 points as well.
Because that's a, I mean, that's a 6 point, or no, a 5 point gain for Glovir, right? If you,
there's an outside chance to attack the field or to create a bigger field, which could try to take over later, but it's so minor. I think it's mostly about the square here. Yeah.
So now here,
Glovir's trust in the deck seems to be a little bit less than earlier, as he might have taken the city.
Okay. Oh, this is an interesting. Yeah, I think that's probably your.
Yeah.
I do. Yep, that seems right.
If you don't, I mean.
Yeah, too many possible.
Yeah, yellow could take the city. Yellow could restrict and later kill your monastery. And this way, at least, you have, exactly 2 pieces left. No, 3. 2 Doritos, 1 cow. And quite likely you might even then take the city as well, even if it quite likely will be ruined in the end.
Pakshe has to just kill that, but I don't.
I think so. He has to kill it.
I don't see anything else you would do with that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with this one was that it also gave this attack option, but I mean, the attack would have been too early anyway, and rather taking 4 points or with the Dorito killing this option might be what Pakshe should do here. And then the problem is, though, now there would be an option to unite the fields.
I mean, yeah, I think there's, well, if you face it, is it easier? I think it's harder to do it if you face it that way. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking.
Although there are so few roads still out there that it isn't even that likely that this connection would ever manifest.
No, that's right. It's just about which one is like slightly more safe, I guess.
Yeah.
Because with no, I mean, especially with no curves left, I mean, regular curves.
Yeah. I mean, I would even consider this one because he still needs points. There are still 2 daggers left.
Oh, that's
so in
true.
some cases,
yeah, you get.
Why not?
Well, I mean, the only thing is because if he gets one right away, it might still be tempting. I mean, because as you said from before, he still has the option of finishing his other one with that. If he gets both, then that's a, and then you get a 6 point field with tempo on that too. So that's
yeah, but
oh no, but it also gives 3 points to blue. I forgot about that. So you don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, it gives 6 points to blue, so you don't want to do that.
Exactly. It gives these 3 road points to blue and another city.
That was unexpected. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised about this move.
Yeah, he has to score points somehow, right? And this at least is...
But he also wants to prevent his opponent from scoring points. And I mean, there just seems like there's too many options for... Yeah, I mean, now that's just a quick 7 for blue. Potentially even... are there... No, there's not. But it's 7 for blue. And then is there any way... No, there's no straight roads left. So you can't... So that'll never become a 9 point field in there. But yeah, I don't know. I think that was a bit too risky. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. At least it more or less forces Glovir to kill a square now, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, oh,
he doesn't.
Wow, that was That seemed just like far too. What? Oh, come on. All right. Well, Glovir's going to be kicking himself now because that was. Did he need? I don't think he needed that.
He's still ahead.
Oh, and then yeah.
Okay.
But like, wow.
That was an 11-point move right there.
Yeah.
And that should be.
I'd have to go back and think about what was possible. Oh wow.
Not sure it needed.
But it just still felt like it just felt too risky. But I mean, maybe it turns out it was fine. But it felt like a bit too big of a gamble to me.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it was unlikely for Pakshe to win because to win he needed both Doritos, and the horse, and quite likely one Dorito immediately. So there was still an outside chance, but I'm pretty sure if Glovir just had killed this one at +8, he would have been fine. But, well, we might take a look later.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look later.
Check out this end game.
But wow. But yeah, I mean, it definitely felt like a case where you just did not. It felt like a case where you were not helping your win percentage there, but I'm not,
I'm pretty sure you're right.
All right, well, on to a second game.
Oh, you said something about love from the deck, right? Let's check. Yeah, love from the deck
yes.
In volumes. 16 of 22 caps. I mean,
wow.
Is there any way to lose a game like that? Yeah, sure there is.
I mean, I guess the monasteries went in the other direction, so there's that, but it didn't end up. Yeah, wow.
Not helping Pakshe that much if you don't have the meeples to claim all these monasteries, right?
All right.
So, and again, Glovir starting player. This is what you get if you play tournament mode.
Yeah, it is frustrating. I really wish they would. I mean, well, everyone said this 1,000 times. It would just be nice if they could change that. And it's got to be like 2 lines of code, but whatever,
A bit more due to the implications for the Swiss system, but there are, I mean, not boilerplate, but ready-made Swiss system algorithms out there. So it's nothing someone who knows what they do wouldn't accomplish in a day.
That's what I would have. Okay.
So
what's Glovir do here?
Principle of 2 cities, of course, threatening loose road.
Really? Wow. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
Oh, and then look at the later implications of that. Like, that is just fantastic.
Yeah. So where do you place this one?
Oh wow!
Over here, right?
That's so funny. Like what a
OG.
Yeah, I guess Glovir. I mean, thank you, Glovir, because I feel like these moves are all intended to make sure that we get a decider. That's what I.
It's not over yet.
No, of course not. I just meant that just seemed like there were places to put those double caps that did not involve just restricting your own anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, what a funny fallout. I mean, to be fair, I definitely would not have seen that implication that you were then going to end up having to give your opponent
I think just play it safe. Drop these at the bottom.
Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, the little thing with the I don't think I've ever seen that before, where someone was forced to give a Dorito.
Yeah, if your opponent, for example, gets a rose as starting tile, and you get crossroads.
Also, can we note the worst possible outcome there being that Pakshe then was able to complete that city with one of the 3 starting tiles that that Glovir needs to have that road not be dead.
Yeah. Let's say
that was
it will be
poetically just.
Yeah, right. It will be an uphill battle for Glovir, for sure.
Ooh, wow.
Even more threats, but
Yeah,
he at least gets to save that one.
Yeah, fair enough. Wow.
Yeah, Kaika, of course, Glovir prefers to have a cap here restricting his road over, for example, a cow, but that's still not a good reason to play there immediately.
Yeah. And now I presume we have to attack that city at the top. Here we go. And we have to hope that, oh no! Well, this time, Pakshe is getting the love.
If it rains, it rains.
Good God.
And there's not even a comeback up top. I mean, best Glovir could hope is to kill this one.
Yeah. Which, oh wow, all right. Woo! Oh, there we go. Okay, so Glovir at least does not automatically lose that road. That's a little something there. You know, the game's certainly not over, but wow.
Yeah, but he gets the wrong tiles. I think.
What?
No.
What are you doing?
No.
Glovir makes a move I can't possibly understand. Like, yeah, you just wait for a. I mean, I don't mind playing it there. You just don't meeple it. Like, you just hope.
In this case, I even mind playing it there. I'd rather try to complete the city and my road here because, I mean, he's down 15.
So I don't think playing it there was the right move. I just it's comprehensible to me why you might do that if you don't meeple it. But meepling it is just like, I mean, you're literally setting yourself up to at best lose a mini battle. And actually, wait, sorry, is that at best? No, sorry, there is one splitter left. So there's the fantasy land where you get the splitter and are able to both get your meeple back and kill the city.
Yeah.
But the odds of that are absurdly low. Although I think that happened to me last night in a game. But I wouldn't bank on it.
Me neither. And I'm not sure.
Okay, we got some farming finally happening. Pakshe gets the and something tells me Pakshe's not going to do it.
Of course not. He definitely wouldn't mind a Dorito there because.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now just lost a mini battle for no particular reason. When you're already at a meeple disadvantage.
Yeah, Pakshe has the lead. He has the meeples in hand. There's a 9-point field here waiting to be claimed with a curve. Glovir has meeples stuck all over the place. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's a 0 chance, but like Pakshe would have to do some real bonehead stuff to lose this.
Exactly.
Or something really magical would have to happen for Glovir.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is Glovir's going to want to finish that monastery and can only finish that monastery by creating a 9-point farm that he can only claim if he happens to finish it with that curve, which is very unlikely.
Exactly. And then there's also another
monastery
sinister hamster there. Pakshe's field attack. Yeah. Looks like Glovir granted us this wish here and supplied us,
I guess there
quite likely with decider.
Is there one vertical splitter? There's one vertical splitter left, right? Sorry, I keep trying to count instead of just looking at the thing. Right, there's one vertical splitter left, so I guess there is always the possibility of getting the seal that way, except Pakshe just took that field, so never mind. And then Glovir does get the monastery and has to decide whether to take those points, which I think surely you've got to just, I mean, how many is that? Was that the No, there's with another one left. I think you've got to just.
You mean just claim the spot?
I think so. Do you know? I mean,
liberate it immediately.
Given
Yeah.
how far behind you are, like,
Yeah.
I don't see how you have any other prayer.
Yep, and there are the twin caps. So
there's the end of that.
Only extender left for blue.
Wow. I presume here you just add to your
yeah.
Add to your ruin.
Just drop it there. Doesn't matter in the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or that? Sorry, I don't mean to lie. It's just like I see the idea and it just immediately fails.
Yeah, he did try to restrict this one.
Now he's gonna get his meeple block to 50-50. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, come on. 30 points down. The best Glovir could do would be, well, get this road meeple back with dagger and another curve.
It's weird because if I had just wandered into this game, I would have assumed that Glovir was on tilt. But he won the last game, so that's surprising.
No, I don't think he's on tilt. At least...
No, he's not. I just meant the way he's playing, I would have thought he was, given some of these decisions. But
yeah, at least
he got that.
The most crucial decision of this game happened early, and it was his decision.
Yes.
It wasn't shoddy luck, like not getting a horse.
Yep,
need to close the city early on or something like that, and being left there with the 1 in 8.
Okay, well, Glovir does get a bit of love here.
Yeah.
Not enough to make any difference, but some.
Especially because there aren't a lot of options left to attack the field. There is only this one, and Pakshe might even kill that now. No, he doesn't.
Pakshe will just take the 6-point field over there.
This one.
Which, fair enough. Glovir will presumably... Well, no, it doesn't matter. There's there's 4 curves left, so he's can't do anything to protect his other field. I guess he could block the other entrance to curve just in case he gets all 4.
But no, I don't think you do anything on the left. You just let yellow connect and then try to take over the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he could even set this one up.
That's true. Actually, that's not a bad idea because, I mean, but with 4 left, decent chance that yellow will just take it.
Sure.
Because because yellow connecting is only +6 for yellow. So why not take an immediate 4 on the assumption you'll get another 6? Yeah. Or you could do that. Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't like this one because you need the same tile. You need to close your road as well.
Oh, that's a nice point. Yeah.
So this road meeple is dead now. And in the end, we are talking about 6 points here.
Yeah, no, that was not worth...
not 9 points, actually, because this city isn't on blue's field already. Yeah, I'm not sure. So 12 points total, this one.
And it also means you have to waste another tile connecting yellow to the field because you weren't...
Yeah.
Because yellow now has no incentive to connect to that field.
Yep, and yellow takes away this option.
Yep. No,
so there are still ninja options left. But nah, Pakshe would block them except with the...
Oh, well, there we go. If there were any doubts left that there was a way forward, Pakshe gets the last...
Yeah.
I mean, that's why earlier I thought that Glovir just needed to suck it up and take those take that spot, but...
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think this monastery was necessary for blue, even at the risk of getting their monk killed there. Yeah, there's no threat here. There's no threat there.
So now, if I'm Pakshe, I could actually just be cheeky and set up that 4-point loop we were talking about from before and say, now it's your turn to have to use the curve to connect me rather than taking it if you want. But I mean, there's no need to do that. It would just, if you wanted to be particularly snarky or something.
Nah, it's different. I mean, Glovir would have set this up to connect and gain the 4 points just to be more efficient. But the problem, of course, was I think 2/3 of the tiles would have killed this immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, very unlikely, and it's just not worth it. This field isn't worth enough.
And he's not going to get. Oh my god! And after all that, he's not even going to get the connection. So
he might. He could still.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. It is still possible. I mean, but again, it's a 6-point gain for the loss of whatever else you might have done with those last 2 tiles. Not that there's much to do with them, but still.
Yeah, still a 9-point gain, but because again, this one isn't on Blue's field, so.
Oh right, yes, sorry, 9-point game. My apologies.
Take 6, get 3 additional, so 9. But
right, so 9, and then +2 presumably for that road. Whereas the best you could do, I guess, is otherwise is what, 3. So it's not. Yeah. It's not a big.
Yeah, I don't know about
that
you,
is
but
the right thing to do. It's just not.
I wouldn't care anymore. I mean,
no.
if
you're still going for, actually, no. You know what? I think the other thing you could do is you could still attack the bottom field now.
Oh right, so yeah, that would be better.
You can put that there, yep, and go for a 50-50 for a +12 move. Which, I mean, given that it's the same 50-50, I think that's probably the thing to do.
Yeah, that's exactly the ninja option I mentioned.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed what you were. I missed.
Yeah, no problem. I just didn't notice the quad crossroads being placed there. Yeah, I know how Glovir's feeling. I mean, I lost, by a score like that just a few days ago, and against his compatriot, and it sucks, but it is what it is. At least in my case,
right. That's what I was going to say.
I didn't punish myself.
Main difference is you didn't do anything. I mean, like, it is very, very rare that someone in the first 10 moves of the game makes a move where I just go like, "What the hell are you doing?" Right? Like, unless you're like not meepling the first cap or something. I don't like. That was a very weird move.
Yeah, I mean, misclicks, mouse slip ups, whatever they happen, but
I think that was very clearly someone being a little bit too cute by half, right? Like that was someone who was like, here's an interesting idea. And you're like, it is an interesting idea. It's interesting because it's bad. But I like, it's Alexei might call that one a content move of like.
It is. It is. I mean, if it were a tad later in the game with still 3 starting tiles left and all cows still in the deck, all extenders still in the deck, for example, and maybe the road being closed on the other hand or something, and maybe you already being down by 10, 15 or something like that.
That's the thing. It's just that early in the game. There's just no reason. I mean, I think this is I think sometimes people get into that headspace where they're like, I need to take the maximum risks in order to really lower, really maximize my scoring potential. And you're like, yeah, I mean, I get that, but at some point you just have to, at some point you have to, some risks are too great, especially early in the game when you just have no idea where this game is going to go. There's just no reason to risk your meeple that strongly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good rule of thumb that you shouldn't make moves that make one of your meeple blockable in 2 moves, like when there's no need to.
Yeah, that is exactly a good rule. Glovir takes his time. Maybe it's a mind game as well. I don't know. but
I mean, he has the time. You might as well see if you can come up with something, some magicianry.
yeah,
But
just
but I'm pretty sure when you're down 30 points on the board, yep. And then ultimately he just goes for what we pros, and he does get it. So that's I mean, that's going to be a nice 17-point move, right?
no.
Oh no,
has a
sorry, he
meeple
doesn't
in
get
hand.
the road, so just a 12-point move, but still.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot he didn't have a meeple left. Would have been a 17-point move had he had a meeple.
Yeah, so he found the best move, but at what cost? We'll see. Let's hope. I mean, he's young. He should have the stamina for a third game on this level. That's for sure. And it's still early in the day, so
yeah, absolutely.
Should be no problem. But what is it in the end? Let's check. 32 points. That's rough.
Yeah. Quite the decisive win.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't have been that problematic if it weren't for this Dorito and the early closing of the city here, right? Yeah, this time more equal tile distribution. Yeah, nothing really there except, yeah, it's always annoying getting more roads, but it is what it is.
Yep.
So then,
on to the decider. Exciting stuff. See if anyone makes any wacky moves this time.
Well, we haven't seen Pakshe's trademark creativity so far.
No, I mean, he didn't really need it.
I didn't see any moves by him that were really out there, which he's definitely capable of.
Yeah. No, I mean, the first game I think valiantly fought from behind, and the second game I just don't think he needed very much creativity after some of those decisions by his opponent. And here we go, Glovir starting us off.
The third time in a row again, folks. Public service announcement: if you use the tournament mode, well, you might be the second player in all 3 games.
And here,
choose wisely.
Pakshe goes for the lower risk direction. I'm always curious to see which way people go on this. I find this one of the most interesting early decisions.
Yeah, it is.
I flip back and forth myself on which I do depending on who I'm playing and my mood.
Yeah.
I think with a road end, I'd be more inclined to face at the road. But
really, would be vice versa for me. I'd rather, yeah.
Okay.
But I might be wrong there.
I think I'm more likely to be if there's a loose road there, then I'm less concerned about the advantages of being able to meeple the road as I finish my city. Whereas if there's a road end there, then it's more attractive. So I'm like giving myself that little gift.
Okay. Yeah, and Pakshe gets restricted to a starting tile, but looky there.
A little payback from last game. I mean, at least this time, Glovir is restricting the correct player to a starting tile. Sorry, Glovir, if you watch this back, it's just meant to be for like entertainment value, not like believe me, if you've ever seen any of my games, I do some of my own. I've done some much more boneheaded stuff than that. So, but yeah.
I don't think for one he would mind you rubbing it in. On the other hand, he might do the same if he were in your place and you were playing. So
I'm sure it would be totally appropriate. Now we'll see an interesting. So now do you just go for the 3? Okay, you just go for the 3 rather than the. There's always the temptation of just doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm always tempted to do that. It wouldn't have worked out, but it would have been tempting given that it's just.
But wouldn't have worked out. I mean, then you have the next threat here.
That's true. That's true.
So
I mean, all 3 daggers are left, but Yeah, I mean, I'm always tempted to do things like that just because, like, the costs are fairly low and the advantages, if it happens to be blocking 3 meeple, are so high. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if this road were somewhere else and not next to Yellow's monastery, would again be slightly different, and then Glovir might have been tempted to go here. But yeah, he chose the same move, hoping to do something about this later on. But Pakshe thoughts.
Pakshe does.
Any thoughts of restricting this one immediately?
Pakshe does roughly what I would have expected, although I would have been tempted to face the cap to the right rather than down. Just because there are cases where you then finish that and then it messes with your city and your right. Then they get a straight line and then somehow get a triple thing and block both your pieces or something. But
yeah, something like this here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But fairly minor risk, I guess. I always worry about those kinds of things.
Yeah, but actually, I think you have a point there. I mean, this city isn't a problem. There aren't a lot of blocking options. Even
right. So if they do, I mean, that's the risk, right? Is they do that to you. But then even if they do, it's not like you're that. I mean, especially with 2 of the 3 vertical splitters left. But yeah. But in any case, it doesn't end up well. It does and doesn't, which I mean, because now by doing this, Pakshe means he can't close his city without endangering his monastery.
Exactly, that's the problem of this situation, and that wouldn't be the case if he would have followed your idea.
Glovir continues with that nice little city up there. Pakshe gets monastery, which she puts where I would have expected. Ah, that's a fun move. Okay, works actually a nice piece for Pakshe there.
Yep. 3 pieces left here to kill this one.
Yep.
But 6 curves, and of course the second monastery to liberate this monk. Yeah.
Ooh, I did not like that connection.
Nope.
Definitely would not have done that given the, I mean, yeah, well, I mean, there are 4, with 4 big city tiles left and plenty. No, I would not have. That would have been a bit too risky for me. I assume Pakshe will now add this to take a -1 for that spot, but we'll see. Although, well, Pakshe might almost be tempted to place it there in order to avoid the opposite happening, but yeah.
That would be a nice combination, and in some cases force Glovir to restrict his city if he doesn't get a cap to attack, for example. That would be a move worthy of Pakshe's creativity.
Agreed. But I mean, one fun alternative though is you do that. Glovir gets a cow, places it on that spot right there, and sets up now this is a mini battle that might well win if he manages to not have you close the city at the top and not get your monastery back. Right.
Yeah,
so probably massive. It's unlikely, but you could end up with a massive ruin against that monastery.
Here we go.
Okay. Interesting. Pakshe will now presumably cover up with it. Well, presumably evil hamster, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, quite likely he should.
I mean, the question is just whether he takes. Oh, wow!
He takes the monastery.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh,
Oh, Glovir.
Could even try this one. But again, 2 splitters left. So if he goes there, maybe like this. Maybe even like that.
I mean, I'd still be tempted to just kill my monastery with that, but maybe that's no, okay. But he goes your way, or well, similar to your way. Interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the options. Depends on the daggers.
Yeah,
still out there, but there are 2 left over here. So
interesting decision.
yeah, basically yellow needs 2 cap, blue needs 2 caps there.
Yep.
And with this one, there was that save available for blue.
That's right. That's a nice save. Okay, here we go. Glovir. Oh,
perfect piece.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Oh, that's just. Well, that's funny. Yeah, because you didn't. That's funny because you didn't want him to do what I was suggesting earlier because of the other splitter, but now he just gets this splitter. Although Pakshe can now put that to a 50-50 if he wants to. I mean, he does indeed very much want to.
Yeah, and this also takes away the starting tile from the killing tiles against Yellow's monastery, because blue, of course, would use it for their city.
Glovir, I'm guessing. Well, no. I mean, he doesn't really need meeple. I guess you could just get your meeple back up the top. Yep. Okay, he goes for that. Fair enough.
Yeah, and even better, the starting tile then could be used, of course, by yellow to claim this juicy one here. So triple.
Now, I'll be curious to see if Pakshe does something with the big one down at the bottom there. Attempting to do either that or even just place on it and do that. Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past him to go like this.
I'm always a fan of that. I'm always a fan of that move. I mean, it doesn't leave a cap open, gives you some decent chances, even tempts your opponent to waste a cap closing your shared city to avoid the real disaster scenario. Oh, and look at that love. Oh God, now we get the desperation attack, and now I mean, I would just. Well, it's tough because you're at a disadvantage, but okay. Oh, I like that little response threat. That's fun. Oh God. Okay, well, Glovir gets to protect his own city up there. Presumably, just meeples that. Really? Okay, all right. I mean, fair enough. Was that worth? Yeah, I guess that's worth it.
The problem is, even with all his meeples, he's down roughly 30 points. So he basically can't afford this one being closed by Pakshe. And if this happens, it's game over.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. I'm always, I don't know. Pakshe doesn't. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, what? So that would leave 2 caps and 2 Doritos left for that spot. But no, he just works on his. I mean, given how far ahead he is, I guess it's not surprising he's just gonna bank on.
And why not? I mean, Glovir has 2 options: either try to connect, then he has 2 pieces to connect, versus 1 twin cap.
Yep.
To close both cities, or he could try to restrict, and then there is still 1 dagger left.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, no matter what Glovir does, it's a 50-50 whether that's. I mean, even if I guess his best bet actually in a way would be to get he could put a cow on to the bigger part and thus make it be that he'd need both a splitter and another cap to finish.
And then he could even try to take this one over, and actually that might be what he needs to go for.
Yeah, that would be. I mean,
he doesn't get the starting tile soonish.
Yeah, because he's at the point where he needs. I mean, he needs compensation, not just right, because he's losing even if he ties. Even if he were to just tie on that city, he's significantly behind because of all the monasteries.
Yeah, that city is worth 15 points now, so that's definitely not enough. But these 15 points are half of the deficit, and the 3 meeples at his disposal could easily take care of the other half. So yeah, I think it would work. So tying this one Plus, maybe a bit love. So, for example, drawing the road monastery to prevent a devastating move by yellow over here. Of course, the starting tile would help as well.
Yeah. I mean, this is the hard part is that Pakshe's just got so. I mean, because Pakshe's so far down on meeples now, but like 3 of those meeples are fairly easily I mean, setting aside the city, right? All he needs is one of 3 tiles for that, one of 4 tiles for that, and one of 3 tiles. No, sorry, 4 tiles for the top one.
Yeah,
I mean, the odds that he's going to remain significantly down in meeples is not high.
Yeah, although these tiles double or triple because these are 11, but account for 3 road monasteries, right? So it's not 11 tiles to give him a meeple.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
that's right.
Actually should be 9. Yeah.
But just like a lot of opportunity.
Plus the caps for the city, of course.
Yes, exactly.
So another 3.
Yeah.
And I think Glovir has to defend up top, which
another
would
4
work.
Because there's 4 to close the city.
Yeah, but the vanilla was already counted.
Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Jeez. Oh, were we not getting? Oh no, we are.
BJA is down. Says.
Oh, great.
Shangyu. Sorry, Shangyu. Yeah, nice.
Looks like there's a problem with this site. Oh, thanks, poor gamer.
Maybe I shouldn't have reloaded.
No, I mean mine's frozen too. I just checked mine.
No, but then we could at least.
Oh, right, we can at
talk about the situation.
Fair enough.
So, folks, open a
screenshot
another browser window, and we'll talk.
So your next little script needs to be an auto screenshot before reloading script. That you could just have, so every time this happens, we get. Well, I don't know if BGA keeps crashing as much as it does lately. That may be a script you actually end up needing to write, so that we can all just look at the previous screen while BGA is dying. God.
Oh yeah, that's a good question by Kaika. What's the lore behind your nickname, David?
There's not much. So back when I was in college, my best friend and I used to play a lot of Halo 2 online, and his screen name was Lord Fanny, which I'm American, so Fanny is not as rude as it is in the UK. And I just thought, well, we're playing together all the time, so I need to be Lord something else. And I was like, what sounds sort of pompous but also absolutely absurd? And I came up with Lord Terrycloth, and that's been my handle on basically everything for the last 20 years or whatever.
Okay.
God, more than 20 years now, but let's not think about that.
Oh, well, it's my nickname is actually let me think, coming on 30 years old. So we are more or less the same age, I think.
I'm 40. God, how am I? 43.
Okay. You still have a few years to catch up with me.
That's what I thought. I was like, I don't think you're quite there yet, but you must have started.
Oh, no, I've got you covered there. I'm older.
You're older than me? Oh, I thought you were younger. Well, then take it as a compliment, given your baby face.
Baby face, yeah, but not a lot of hair left.
Fanny is an actual name over there, though. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the US, it's totally fine. In the UK,
yeah, I mean,
I'd be cautious.
Usually in the US, it means like bum, not front bum. Yeah. But yes, Fanny is an unusual name in the US these days. It's mostly used as a sort of jokey way of saying butt, like fanny pack instead of bum bag.
I think it's just a short form of some longer name, which I don't remember, quite old.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Or am I wrong?
I'm going to Google this now. I'm curious. Is Fanny a nickname? Fanny is a nickname for it was originally a diminutive of Francis.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess it goes like Francis, Franny, Fanny.
Yeah. And thanks for the diminutive part, because that was exactly the word I was lacking. So at least I have the server status page open now. So
that's good.
But it doesn't update, so
yeah,
doesn't
mine.
help me.
I've got it. I think I've got. Well, mine's like loading, but very slowly. Let's see, Pakshe.
Yeah, I always these BGA error messages. Unable to contact the server. Are you connected to the internet?
And you're like, yeah,
Yes.
no, that's the problem. Is that I'm not on the internet.
That's always the problem. My connection, for sure.
I'm assuming at Richard is one of the players.
Pakshe is there. Hi, Pakshe. Yeah, just wait, and if you manage to access BGA, switch to turn-based. And if not, don't worry about the time running out. We have this on stream, so you are covered.
Yeah.
What? Server status page loaded and it doesn't even show the outage? Can't be right.
Side note, this thing where YouTube is now making us use our ats instead of whatever nicknames we want to use in the chat is so infuriating.
What? I don't know.
YouTube's been doing like your official at name or whatever in the chat instead of like whatever you have listed as your particular channel name. So like I use Lord Terrycloth on my channel name, but I have a much older name that is not at all recognizable. That's like my at whatever. And now in the chat. So when I try to chat, people don't know who I am.
And you can't change this handle?
I believe that they've made it unchangeable because it's meant to be like avoiding anonymity issues or whatever. Like it's now tied to your official. Let me check.
Okay.
Checking.
Yeah, I guess.
So mine comes up as Amorphos, which is a very old handle from.
At least the avatar is the right one.
So. Yes, that's right. But that's what happened yesterday. Was I was in the chat before Nallerheim was commenting on my game, and he was like, "I'm guessing from the picture this is Lord Terrycloth," and I was like, "Yes, sorry, there's no way I can."
Yeah, although at least you have a unique avatar, not like some folks who just get one of these stock ones from BGA. And Raf highlights the issue would be more like how to set up the examined position. Well, no way. If the game is lost, the game is lost, and these two sadly would have to start over.
Oh God. The rules are
there, Glovir. I definitely was on something for that game too. Well, content move, my brother. Content move.
Yeah. Glovir, if you watch back, you'll hear my loud exclamations about a certain splitter move.
Yeah, the bigger problem for now for me would be if these two are running late, because of course there is the next match scheduled for in 20 minutes.
They won't be able to play at BGA's down either, so don't worry.
Exactly, but if the outage lasts longer, then of course they more or less would start their first game at the same time as Pakshe and Glovir. Hopefully will continue their match. Then decider, but we'd see. Raf, I'd rather not imagine being one tile from winning and then having a BGA crap all over my win. I mean, in that case, I think and I hope that if it's clear what to do, there would be a solution, some sort of fair play where your opponent just loses the game, even if it's, I don't think by the rules, because I think they rather clearly state that if a game can't be finished, it's scrapped completely, and there would be no jury to look at the game stage and decide who should have won this one, because I mean, you never know. Someone might time out even if they are 30 points ahead, right?
It would be interesting to take a poll of how many people who would insist on that game versus would just, like, you know, voluntarily forfeit the match should it be obvious that they were going to lose no matter what.
I truly couldn't say, actually. I mean, it's easy to say I would always take the loss, yeah, but I would lie, actually. So I don't.
I think I would take the loss, but I also think that I understand that for some people who are like, take this more seriously isn't quite the phrase that I want, because I don't want to make it sound like I don't take it seriously, but like I think for some people it's more significant, important, like whatever, in a way that I can totally understand deciding to just insist on the rules being the way that they are.
Yeah, it depends. If I'm down by 30 points, my opponent has one tile in hand and 5 minutes and he could dump it everywhere, it's a loss.
Yeah.
No questions asked. But if there, however, would still be a chance for me, then I definitely wouldn't take the loss, even if the chance would only be 2%.
Oh yeah, if there's a chance, I agree. I'm really thinking about the case where like it crashes as they're about to place the 0th tile or whatever, or the 70th.
Okay, yeah.
That's what
I think that should be clear cut, but per the rules, still in this case isn't. Yeah. So nothing yet.
Yeah, it is really interesting being in this scenario where we have this, you know, sort of quasi-official thing that we're doing, but that is always beholden to some other system.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Raf is harping more or less every time stuff like that happens, and he's in chat that we need our own platform, but it's not that easy.
No.
And I wouldn't expect great success with a Carcassonne only platform, because there are quite a lot of folks on BGA that stumble on Carcassonne, start over here, for example, with Azul, and then later turn to Carcassonne. And I think creating another platform would just, fracture not just the audience, but the player base. And then there are, of course, issues with in terms of rights, because you'd have to Hans im Glück, the Carcassonne copyright holder, the publisher in Germany, to sign that. I mean, they have an online platform, they have the mobile app, and I'm pretty sure all other online platforms are more or less illegal. I'm not sure whether Koki, for example, has talked to Hans im Glück, because he uses the official, even outdated graphics, but still official. Although they might be that old that quite likely Hans im Glück doesn't even own the old graphics anymore. They quite likely should now be in the possession of Doris Matthäus, who's the original graphic artist.
The Coding Monkeys app, the iOS one that I used to play.
Oh, here we go.
We're back.
We are back.
Yeah, I was just saying the Coding Monkeys app that I played on iOS still exists and has.
Yeah, but that's different. So one official app, one official online platform, and that's totally fine, I think. Or is the Coding Monkeys app an older one? And there's another one.
There's another one. So Asmodee
right
has their own one now.
And now I lost my co-host.
Oh, am I not here anymore?
Yes, you are back.
Oh, okay.
Just 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was just saying the Asmodee one is the current one, and there's this Coding Monkey one that's legacy and still has they got some sort of legacy rights to keep running, even though you can't download it new anymore, I don't think.
Okay, but it still works.
It still works, yeah. I still play on that actually fairly frequent when I'm like on my iPad or something and I just want a quick game.
Okay, so we'll see. Currently, the time is not even counting down anymore. My
Got
script.
You're stuck on -5. Oh, there we go. It is just very jerkily on mine.
Yeah, jumps. I mean, it was 5:35, right? Now it's 51. Okay, so
yeah. So what's the rule is the rule in this case that they then still have to start over, or can they finish the game?
No. They switch to turn-based.
Well, they switch to turn-based, right, and then just finish it as fast as they can.
Exactly.
If they're able to click those buttons, which
that is more or less verbatim what's given in the rules. So
okay, I'm back on it, and I'm seeing the timer clicking down now on mine, -6:35 and so on for Glovir.
Okay, so for you, the clock is running down, actually.
It is, yes.
Okay, over here it looks like it gets refreshed every dozen seconds or so. Yeah, now it works.
Weird, yeah.
So, okay, looks like...
Yeah, yours now tracks mine.
Yeah, and...
Well, now we just have to see if they can actually get in.
Yeah, well, at least we had something to talk about. Yeah, so Raf, of course, is right. A platform dedicated to Carcassonne, especially leagues and tournaments, would just be great, but
it would. Although, I mean, we also have to remember that like any platform is going to potentially run up against issues, and there's always going to be the question of like there would also be monetary, right? Like who's going to? Maybe we can on an entirely volunteer basis get people to keep the thing running all the time, but it's not an obvious.
Yeah, I mean, you would at least have to cover the costs, right? And that's also another thing about BGA. You don't have to invest anything to play on here and to compete in Carcassonne tournaments, as long as you have someone with a premium account to set things up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Otto is right. They can't switch to turn-based. It's a tournament game, yeah. Well, then
right.
Pakshe just shouldn't kick Glovir from the game. Oh, damn it.
God. Great. Well, now I guess they just have to replay, or yeah.
They quite likely have to start a new tournament just to have the third game.
Table was abandoned. Yeah. Ugh, that's so annoying.
So Glovir is just back, and this situation here, which Pakshe has the vanilla in hand. At least he says so. Yeah, that's annoying. That's totally annoying. Okay. So Raf is saying that these 822 exceed the 809 on Pakshe's clock. And I'm not sure these two are related, Raf, but I'm not sure. This is a case that never happens. If shit like that, like today, doesn't happen. Yeah, so well, let's see. At least from the rules, let's quickly check.
God.
They should. What happens if is our category, right?
Players both.
No, isn't. There we go.
Crashes during a real-time game. Converted to turn-based. You can't do that. Here we go.
I don't think mutual agreement will be it.
So I think we just replay. Yep, they just got to replay the game. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. If you're watch this later, take my commiserations.
Yeah. Do we replay G3 on slow speed? Yeah, that's what they could do, or they just set up a new tournament and only play game 1 and drop the others.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ralph was right, because the total time for the tournament seems to be both clocks combined, and of course then when the negative time exceeds the time left on Pakshe's positive clock, we are over 30 minutes.
Yeah, because that's when you set it up, it always says it's 30 minutes, and then it says roughly 15 minutes per player or whatever, but that's not.
Yeah, which we know is wrong due to these damn animations anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, but Tamrak asked about the exact UTC times of MSO qualifiers, and as of yesterday, we don't know. I think I've checked, and let me quickly check in the MSO. No, there is no news in the schedule chat, so we still have to wait. But last year's let me finish the sentence and then try to help Pakshe and Glovir. Last year's qualifier started at, I think, 9 UTC, and the other one, was it 18 or 19? Maybe 17 UTC. Let's see if they figure it out themselves, else we might help.
I'm just going to step out for a second because I want to make sure with my partner that I'm okay to stick around a little
You were
longer.
just saying, and then you are gone.
Oh, am I here?
Yes, you're back.
I was just saying I'm just going to step out for a minute because I want to check with my partner and make sure I'm okay to stay around for one more game.
Do that.
Hello? Are you okay? So the server crashed, and so they're having to replay the third game. It won't be long. It's just like they have to replay the third game because the thing crashed. It's horrible. Okay, I can do it.
Okay, it's 25. Hey, maybe I should drink something, right? David, if you have to go, of course, you are free to go. I don't have anything done to your gaming chair. It's not that you would be, I don't know, tickled by something electric if you go.
Thank you. I can at least stick around for the. I won't be able to do the other match, but I can.
Yeah.
Assuming they start their third game shortly, I'm happy to stick around for that because I'd like to see. I want to see how it turns out.
They should actually. So let me just open the other one because it will start in a few minutes. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay, so then there we wait. Here we check out if they have started, and they have.
Cool.
So, but at least some consolation. Pakshe is the starting player this time.
Okay.
Takes the first 4 points. Yeah, this situation here, for example, you always go there, but if you had a crossroad, you could go there as well, and then look at that, only road ends left. So every tile without a road would be gone, and you might snatch the starting player advantage from your opponent at the cost of 2 points, which you in many cases would just score.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth, but it's rather likely, well, if it happens, and if you use the crossroads there,
Yeah.
would be rather likely that your opponent at least gets one, but well, they might get multiple tiles in a row. Would definitely be interesting. I think I have never witnessed this happening.
I definitely have not.
I might think about this move when I get into that situation. So, Pakshe going for a restriction.
Now we find out whether how afraid Glovir is of starting tiles after the last couple of games.
I mean, the problem is if he defends here.
Yeah, that could happen up there. I still probably would have done it because it's still 2 meeple, but yeah.
I might have just gone for the loop road up top.
Okay.
I mean, if I lose these two, at least it's a monastery, so quite likely 8 points in the end, and I have a ruin that I could still expand.
True. Now I probably, yep, that's what I would do.
I would see. He thinks about it. Yellow already needs a curve, but if he takes the city cap, which he didn't, then yellow would claim these 4 points and definitely not care about the other meeple.
I'm just curious if this is a no. Okay. There was always a tiny chance that was going to be a real early farmer, but I didn't think it was likely.
Actually, I would have liked a farmer there. I mean,
I would have been tempted, you know, but I'm an over farmer, so I don't.
Yeah, then you definitely would have farmed there if you are.
I probably would have, and then later on been like, why did I do that?
Nah, not with this field. I mean, come on, there are so many tiles still out there where yellow closes one of their roads and has to drop.
In fact, there we go right now.
Here we go.
Interesting.
Blue doesn't get any help.
No.
Can't restrict yellow city, which of course tries to restrict blues. Well,
probably just put that cap to the left of yellow's field there. I mean, yellow's road there. I'm sorry.
Up top?
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is fine too. But
no, this is not fine. Sorry, but it's not. It's absolutely not. 4 meeples in hand. Now 5. There are still extenders out there. There are still 2 twin caps out there. So it's definitely not fine to just close this
and
one.
Leave yourself yep. No, I mean, sorry, I'm trying to be. I agree. I would not have done that, but I understood.
Yeah.
I would have done that up top because it's a cap. It threatens the road a little bit and it limits the field some, and it does a little bit to limit the field with that piece, but that's not.
It does. It basically takes away this juicy option. Yeah. And why not? Also, some cases you set up a secondary field while the one in the middle, I mean,
stays smaller.
Might get restricted, might be stuck in the end on 6, 9, 12 points, whatever. If you just set up a secondary one, which you could claim could be enough.
And there's also, of course, there was also always the possibility that then the second Road Monastery comes out and makes that field even bigger right there with that lovely spot that gets set up by completing it.
Yeah. And here, that is exactly why you don't close your only open city cap if you don't need the meeple or have other reasons to close it immediately.
Well, now you have a chance to do similar to what we were suggesting and just play it up top and mess with that.
Yeah, but
it's not great, but it's, I don't know, it's all right. Is that what you go for? The
it's just an option. I'm not sure. I mean, I would never be in this situation because I have an open city cap, so I don't have to think about stuff like that.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I don't like this as well because of this city. In the long run, it's way more likely that yellow will have the meeple majority, and setting up a huge field, and this here definitely is that, is not to blue's advantage in most cases if they manage to close the city. And it's more likely after these crossroads here. Of course, it might be to their advantage if they get their monk back, which should be rather easy.
No, but it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, especially because there are still monasteries out there, and blue was prone to stack them, and then they might just not have enough meeples to fight for a unified field.
Well, and blue's also now. I mean, that monastery is great in a way, but well, never mind. Worked out okay, but blue could have been trapped there for a while waiting because they wouldn't want to close their monasteries and open up a blocking platform against that city. Now it worked out, but it might not have.
Does he think about a farmer there?
He does. He does think about a farmer there, which okay. I mean, you know, at worst it's a 3 against 1 mini battle. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it might work. Well, depending on these monasteries here, if he gets them liberated,
I see that
he could enter cruise mode, more or less. But well, there's the field, and when there's a big field, there are always options for an opponent to swing for the fences. So basically, field times 2 or field points times 2 is what yellow could score with, in some cases, even only 2 tiles and 2 meeples left. No, 3 tiles. Yeah, 3 tiles. So yellow takes a few more points, threatens to close the city. Blue tries to thwart this from 2 sides. Doesn't really help in a lot of cases.
Not doing anything yet.
Because once you restrict from the bottom, there's at least one option to save from the left and vice versa.
Oh, and Glovir does get a bit of
an attack
works there. Fair enough.
Yep.
Now I presume we get that.
Yeah, I think it's just a simple connection here.
Seems right.
Yeah. Then later trying to kill one of these squares so that blue's farmer doesn't curl around there.
Which you could even potentially end up killing while also killing blue's road meeple at the same time.
Yeah,
unlikely,
right.
Not impossible.
Yeah, might work out.
Okay, Pakshe gets that. Yep.
Although, yeah, you'd have to place the curve first.
Yeah,
and then the dagger, because otherwise it just helps.
Exactly.
So it's rather unlikely. So what else is there?
But we're still in the position predicted from the beginning, which is that like Pakshe now has more meeples, at least for the moment, and plenty of potential. Like you could even just create another field that it doesn't even matter if it connects or not at the bottom there, Or you can do that connection and make it all together, and whichever. Now I presume here we'll just go for another monastery.
Yep. Yeah, and why not?
And why not?
Pakshe owns the field right now.
Yep, and especially with 2 starting tiles left, so it's not like you have to worry about the block.
Insurance farmer.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, Glovir plays for the fieldless win, right?
Yep. I guess if I'm Pakshe, what do I do?
But actually, there are still 7 caps left, counting the one in Pakshe's hand as well.
I mean, I wonder if you just farm again?
Could go for this city.
No,
it's a bit risky.
So the farm is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's
what else? Okay, so he leaves this open to have a good spot for horses as well to close this road. Yeah, the problem for blue is yellow has enough meeples and there are still enough caps out there to push this main field.
Yeah.
Even, well, what are we having now? 18, so 24 points are rather likely. In some cases, maybe even 27. Good news for blue is there's no splitter out there, so at least no creation of 2 cities with 2 tiles.
I mean, you could always, I guess you could always farm at the top, but that's
where and how?
At the very top on the yeah.
Oh, the attack.
I mean, that's an option. I don't think you're quite that desperate yet, but it's an option.
No,
But there is also still the possibility of getting the road monastery, getting your bottom right one on, and getting another monastery, which would be a bit of a coup.
Yeah, problem being though then short term great, long term we'd see.
I mean, long term it would just still be tied, which is like, and given your monasteries you're ahead, but it's not.
Yeah, problem is if Glovir goes here, he has to either kill this or add a 3rd farmer himself.
Yep. All right.
At least he takes care.
That worked out nicely for Glovir because it also made it less likely that. Yeah. Okay. Oh. And now, if I'm Glovir, yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. That's really tempting. Oh, come on, man!
He goes for fieldless win. So
I mean, fine, but like,
yeah, it's not the content move you had hoped for, right?
It's not, but it's not even just content. It just feels like, I mean, at this point, he doesn't really need the. He doesn't, and there. Well, he doesn't get anyway, but yeah, he didn't really need the meeple back badly enough to not leave himself that option, is my view. But okay, I would have farmed there, but all right.
Nah, not really. Not really. Not with 6 blocking tiles out there.
I guess I'm just thinking like.
I mean, it's 30% chance of your opponent immediately killing your meeple at 0. Nah, maybe 3 points. That's rough.
Okay, I think with yeah, I don't know, with 3 meeples left and still plenty of chances to get your monastery meeples back, and I don't know, I'd be tempted, but
yeah. But yeah, I get it. I mean, if it weren't for this 3rd yellow farmer already in place and with a rather easy road into the main field, Yeah.
And if you get it, then Pakshe's really on the back foot. And if you don't, then like, yeah, you only have 2 meeples rather than 1, but you're still potentially have enough for a fieldless win. And so, I mean, so what? So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 2. So it's an 18-point field, but you've already got 15 and the 2 monasteries minus the 1 monastery. Yeah, I mean, you're up enough that it'd be, yeah, I think I would have probably gambled on it, but yeah, and now that's got to be surely that's the move.
That's an 8-pointer right there, restricting yellow's chances to get into the field if you want to still attack it, and why not?
And I think would I meeple the? I might even meeple the city because it's completable. Right. So if he that, if he ends up using that, it's completable. It controls both the field entrance spot and one of his monastery spots, and leaves me with 2 more meeples. Especially given that I didn't do the thing that we were just talking about before. So I've got that. Oh yeah, I meeple that 100%.
But and he does what we would have done as well.
Yeah, that's now. Oh God. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't.
It's okay. It tries to set up this fiction.
I might have prioritized
while also scoring points. What would you have done?
Oh, I might have just prioritized eliminating the connection platform for another farmer up top. So just put it. I would have just put it in the middle there. Yeah. And just avoided that. There's no reason to have that risk.
I mean, there's no reason actually for blue to take that away. Why would they? I mean, that is their best shot if they need it.
Oh, I guess if they need it. Yeah, I was just thinking they're tied on the field at the moment.
Although actually right now this here would be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Not easy to block.
Wow, that was unexpected. That attack was unexpected.
But it's a good attack.
Yeah, I agree. It just was. I wasn't clocking that. And Pakshe needs some love.
Yeah, he needs to think whether he should defend and also try to go after Blue City there, because this would give him 2 pieces, and if not, then at least 1 kill would be available for blue. And right now blue is at +5, but these +5 are very fragile because this one here basically would take care of the 5 points while also giving yellow a meeple back.
I might just put it on. I might just put this on the road going into the city so that if I end up claiming that, I then also get the 5 points.
Actually a good idea.
Because like because if it ends up being that I take the field, then it's gonna be
but there's one problem.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so he goes action.
I think that makes sense. Just taking away the worst option.
No help there. Gets blood. Glovir gets.
And the problem about this 4-point road here is if blue gets the dagger, they might just happily claim a 5-point road while also taking away 3 points from yellow. So I'd rather not set up an 8-point move for my opponent. With 1 meeple in hand.
Sorry, I'm being silly. I kept looking at that. I kept thinking that they were tied on the field right now. They're not. They're
okay.
Sorry, I had the blue meeple on the wrong side of that road in my head, which is obviously makes no sense.
And that explains it.
So never mind my very bad suggestion.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yes. Yeah.
If blue goes for the attack. And
okay. Oh, and Pakshe gets the
Pakshe's defense
Now the
pays
question
immediate dividends.
does he bother farming? Or does he
Might.
just take it. Yeah, that sounds seems fine.
Yeah, it's 3 points. He still has the meeple in hand. He still has a good shot at getting another back. And if he needs it,
now I'll be curious to see what he does. So do you? Yeah, that's what
you
I
kill
thought.
Blue City.
I figured that's what you did. I was just doing some quick counting.
Of course.
That's right. Glovir can now
take away at least 3 points from yellow, but saying goodbye to the field.
That's right. But so let's see. So right now you're up. So you're up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. You're up 17 plus 13 is 30.
You just have to look on the top right.
What? Oh, God. I'm so used to having to do all this counting that it didn't even. Right. So
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's that's pretty funny that I didn't clock that right.
Yeah,
Pakshe's now around 5. But now Pakshe is going to be up. So now this is going to be, I mean, that basically that makes a huge difference, obviously.
Yeah, and actually, do you do this to create more options to take this over, or do you play it safe? And he plays it safe.
Yeah. So he's now.
And
I mean,
that's
not the extra meeple, and all he needs are. I mean, there's not much that can. So let's see. So what's the? Is there any hope? Can't possibly get the field.
Takes 3 points away from yellow.
So now if I'm Pakshe, I guess I just. I wonder if you just. Is that crazy? That's probably crazy.
Claim the road maybe for 5.
That's an option. I was thinking crazier was to claim a 1-point road, or just kill the city. I mean, because there's enough left to finish that city right in the middle. And so I was like, do you just do something about that? Either playing on it to compensate or playing against it to just avoid the disaster. But it didn't end up.
Yeah, although is it a disaster?
I mean, Glovir's got 1 left, so I mean, it's a disaster if Glovir were to. So what? If Glovir gets it, that's just another 6, and then you just have to make up. Oh no, and then you get 3. No, it's not a disaster. That
it would be
it would be fine.
Two pieces for 5 points for Glovir, so 8 minus the 3 to the field.
So that's right.
And I mean, then I would have loved this one. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, what about the funny where you just do that? I mean, I was like, is that crazy? I mean, obviously what he did, I think, is just much safer and it's going to work out fine. But it was just a passing fancy.
Yep.
Because it's also hilariously unblockable because the only other 2 pieces would just block it to a starting tile. Right. So that's pretty funny. Yep. And there he goes. He gets one of them. Come on, just take it for fun. Just take it for fun.
No. Never take this because there's the 5-point road available for blue. And he's only at +2, so he has to.
I know. You're right. I'm busy being
to do better than that. And basically,
what do you do here actually? So do you just take? So let's see. So you're up 3. If you take 1, I think don't you just take 1? Yeah, you just take 1, and then that way, if he gets whichever one you get, so he gets at most 5, and then you get 4.
Yeah, but wait. Yeah, you're right.
So that was the whichever way the last two tiles went, you could get enough to compensate if you just take the one there. Right, so he gets 4, you get 5, or vice versa, and that's enough to take it down.
Yeah. Which okay, takes these 5, of course, not the one up top.
Yeah, and that's a.
Yeah, I think that's fair given the situation in the lost to BGA game, which if Pakshe really had the vanilla in hand, he definitely would have won that one. Okay, so Pakshe.
Games?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the middle one was a bit wacky tobacky, but the rest of it, yeah. Oh, and look at that! That puts them at equal elo.
Yeah, right. Okay, then let's take a quick look at the standings. I mean, implications are simple. Pakshe with the second win, Glovir with his first loss, and actually it's updated already because quite likely the script of Carcassonne.gg took abandoned game into account as well.
Right.
And Glovir now is at 1 match win, 1 match loss. So Pakshe, yeah, again, we've talked about this. Oh, I talked about this earlier when the screen was still black, right? So he should be the favorite against Fabian, Sergas, and Hotly as well.
Yeah. Fabian, who I'll be playing in 2 rounds, I think.
Come again?
I'm playing Fabian in a couple of rounds. That's what I was just noting.
Okay. Then you will have your fingers crossed against Pakshe because of the tiebreaker, right? Yeah, it's so out there. And Glovir, interesting match here. So Glovir taking 12 minutes, Erwin taking 2 minutes for the game per each. We'll see. Favorite against Cherry Papa. I'd favor Glovir against Erwin as well. And well, that more or less is an equal match. Wahai today had a really, really close one against Pose. Lost.
Okay. Well, I don't know Wahai. I'll have to check out. I don't think I've watched any of their matches yet.
Yeah, quite a strong player, I'd say. Maybe not top 10 from Japan, but I mean top 20 is definitely good enough.
Being top 50 in Japan is like being top 10 in most of the rest of the world. So
yeah, except for maybe Ukraine.
Yeah, a couple of places.
RCP maybe. Yeah. So then, so Glovir is there. What does he say? Said about Rose quadruple sequence for Pakshe. Yeah, so this one and that. Yeah, I think at this point it was just down to drawing the right tile at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and of course.
No, that was a very. I mean, that was a good game on both sides.
Yeah, definitely interesting one. And in the end, Pakshe wins the field with 4-1 meeples. Talking about over farming, right?
Yep.
But it was worth it. So, David, would you like to stick around? I think rather not, right?
I mean, it's not a question of like I have to get ready for a birthday celebration this evening. So I will have to bid you adieu. But thanks so much for having me. It was really fun. Even including the random interlude of chatting about broken apps and such.
Actually, I was glad that you were there, especially for this interlude, because managing, I don't know, roughly 20-25 minutes talking on my own, I would have rather, quite likely would have took a break there. So
well, glad I could provide some entertainment for everybody.
Definitely, and of course, you are always welcome whenever it fits.
I hope to fit some more in this season. At some point.
definitely love to have you back on.
Thanks. Well, thanks, Ita, and
Okay.
thanks everybody. This was really fun, and enjoy the next match.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good party.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
So then David's gone. And now we'll focus on Bluste versus 203 Club. And later I might take a look at, I think, the end game of Pakshe versus Glovir, game 1. I think there was something to check there. If I forget this, please remind me. We covered this. I'm old, so I need some external memory sometimes. To address Glovir's comment here. Yeah, the move by Pakshe there with the vanilla was key. And not everyone finds that, but Pakshe just is a great player. So forcing a decider, it's not easy, and keeping it close isn't easy as well. So let's focus on this one here. Let me revert to the normal view here. So without shields on the tracker, that's a tad more easier for those who use it. So what's up? 203 Club won the first game, close score. Now their city just got restricted, but there are still 2 starting tiles left, so there's hope. There are 2 pieces in both squares that yellow needs to fill to accomplish their biggest threat. Now blue city is killed. Blue also has a threat up top, hoping to claim a very juicy city on their own. But with 2 attacking squares already being present, options to restrict this one. Yeah, he goes for the dagger restriction as there's no left-handed dagger left. So any road piece from the bottom would kill the square. And then blue might hope to draw splitter up top. Or maybe in some cases, just create the ruin. These 6 points are still 6 points, right? So first piece for yellow hits. And they are at +8 already. In terms of fields, yellow basically has these 2 fields here covered. They might merge if blue decides to invest a curve there to get a meeple back and another point by equalizing these roads. This is dead. There's still potential on the right side for this field. So if blue were desperate, they could even attack this, hoping to draw the last curve as well. Then there'd be no chance of yellow unifying the fields, but this one here. So 50-50 flip basically. We'll see. Right now, the lead of 9 points surely seems to be enough, but the city is dead now. Yellow has these 2 caps there. We'll see. Also nice pointing this road end to the top just to extract some value if you get a horse, knowing that this is a ruin. You would have the space to dump the quad, so you don't need it. And wow, yellow takes this one away. But also endangers this city then, because there's only 1 cap the road pointing to the south, the rose. Yeah, blue adds more caps to their field. Yellow quite likely will claim these 4 points. Oh, no, they have a road at the bottom, and this was the last crossroads. Yeah, then that's of course the move. Also, claiming this would always set up an attack. And here we go. Penultimate curve for blue, but they are still at +9, so they quite likely won't attack the fields. It's just, well, there are still too many moves left. The monastery is dead. But actually, I might have closed this road just to get the meeple back and have a 2 versus 3 meeple minority and not 1 versus 2. On the other hand, taking away this attack against your 9-point field might be the correct choice. Oh. But yellow closes their city. The farmer, yeah, because I don't know actually. There aren't that many quick point tiles out there. So it doesn't look like taking the 3 points was necessary. Yeah, this could have been closed, right? With the extender and starting tile. So Bluste takes away that, and here we go. Blue goes for the attack. Blue gets one of the connection pieces, but there's still a starting tile, so I guess we'll see yellow closing this road just to secure this field and then use the starting tile to take away 3 points from blue plus 2 points for the road. Seems to be fine. Blue would gain 9 points if they connect and yellow doesn't defend. I mean, it's very likely that yellow would be able to outscore blue the rest of the way with monasteries in the deck and at least one 7-point spot available. Another 2 6-point spots here. But of course, you don't like to give another meeple to your opponent, especially not if there's still 4 quick points at the bottom. The cow for the horse for 2 points somewhere, yeah, not ideal. And blue can't get any meeple back, right? Yeah, well then, what's the worst permutation for yellow here, actually? Might be blue getting the horse. Of course, it's a shielded one. This one, and maybe the other city as well. That would have been 13 points minus the 4, but then 2 monasteries would have taken care of Bluste's win. Yeah, looks like it wasn't necessary to go there. Yeah, although it's close. If blue gets the starting tile in both monasteries, they'd score 9 points, and yellow would need to score 5 with extender and horse. So to me, it looks like whether yellow places the curve here or not, they had a guaranteed win in this one. But definitely an interesting case to dive deeper there. Yeah, Bluste is taking his time. In the end, he might, or quite likely, will claim 3 points somewhere. Doesn't really matter where exactly, or it does. Because if blue gets the blue has to draw the starting tile to prevent yellow from doing this 5-point move. And then blue could also get the monastery. Then they'd only score 1 additional point. And yellow would have to score 5, which is easy with 2 moves. So basically, claiming any city piece, leaving these ones here open to claim with the extender, or that one for that matter, seems to be fine. Yeah, and they even get the 5-point move on the right side. Which seals the deal here, even if it's only a 2-point win in the end. So another decider. Aren't we lucky? And rather low scores in this match. Of course, with restrictions and blocks galore. So then let's take a quick look at the table. So Bluste lost the first game versus Tito. So definitely the pressure is on him to win today. Yeah, considering the rest of his schedule, Basiliuk with 1 match lost already, surely will be the biggest threat for Bluste's record. And Lapatori is no slouch either. El Duderino could have won versus MTU with slightly better play. So let's check. They started. They haven't. Then let's take a look at 203 Club's schedule as well. Yeah, talking about MTU, definitely the strongest opponent left for 203. Then there is the aforementioned Japanese player Wahei, and 203 should be the favorite against Cherry Papa. So yeah, not easy for them. Win today definitely would give them great chances to reach one of the top 12 spots. A loss, and well, it's roughly 50-50, I'd say. So first points claimed by 203. Bluste went with the monastery, didn't mind setting up the road, because either you get to claim the road or the cap, in most cases at least. And there we have it, a field. And I would expect Bluste to claim it now if he could. That's tricky, but he still goes for the field. Doesn't mind a potential restriction, block off his road and field access. There's bait there, so okay, yellow claims this field, yeah, sure. Before blue connects or adds a second farmer, which would have been early, but on a field with that much potential, I definitely see this being quite useful. Yeah, blue might just... Oh, it's yellow's turn, sorry. Then, of course, this is the move. Blue will attack immediately. And quite likely, I don't think that's the move. Rather claim this city. I mean, it's a shielded Dorito. And you also don't want to give away this road to a crossroad by your opponent, of course. So that was, at least in my book, a misstep by 203 club here. At least they are compensated by getting this city here. Oh, I don't need the headphones anymore. As nice as they are, it gets a bit warm around the ears. So blue breaks yellow city on the left side. Not yet a big problem. It will be once blue adds anything on top. Yeah, like now they go for the kill. Yellow could defend, restrict killing options to the 3 starting tiles. Yeah, they do. Seems fine. Okay. Blue immediately threatens to block the city on the right side. Yeah, I might even go for this one. With this impending block here, trying to go for a ruin, which might have the chance to connect to blue city part, maybe even to create a larger ruin, might be worth it. And it's unlikely that blue would attack over here. Yeah, 3 points it is. And now it's, of course, way more profitable for blue to attack this one, because then they'd have 2 vectors to attack. And another farmer after yellow threatened the connection, while also going for the monastery liberation, even though the restriction comes immediately. There are still 2 daggers left to get this monk liberated. And yellow might go for a restriction over here. Doesn't work. Blue connects immediately. Basically scores 9 points. Reduces the deficit to 15. So a tad more than this field is worth currently. We see a lot hinges on this dagger here. If that turns up for yellow rather early, then they are definitely in very good shape. If not, it quite likely will become closer once yellow attacks the main field. For now, they threaten to kill yellow's monastery. The problem is yellow could, of course, defend, but then blue for sure would snatch this city, because yellow really can't invest in this meeple giving this restriction up here. Okay, as compensation, blue takes the 6-point road. If the dagger hits, it would be worth 8, now 9. But yellow uses this to attack the field with a third farmer. I don't like this at all. I would have rather taken the 2 points there, keep the option of claiming this city in the middle from the left side open. Another farming attack by blue. Which works. So right now, there's even not that big of an incentive for yellow to close this one. That would give net 3 points to blue, but maybe the meeple would be the thing they need, and depends a bit on the number of remaining road ends and of course the tiles remaining. So right now, I'd say yellow would close this. On the other hand, this would also set up this here to be taken with a dagger. Yeah, maybe that's just too much volatility in yellow's case, because they are at plus 16, so why should they create 50-50 flips? Situations more or less like 50-50 flips. Might go up top to still try to equalize a huge ruin. On the other hand, there's still this option left, so they just kill this. Blue attacks the farm, and now we won't ever see yellow placing dagger there anymore. It's now solely in blue's interest to unify the top farm with the bottom one. That's an interesting idea by Bluste. Basically taking away blue's best shot at attacking this one, because if they do, an immediate restriction / kill quite likely would be incoming from the right. So this secures this for now. If they might use a Dorito later, blue could attack again. No splitter left up top, so this here doesn't work. There's no option to attack like this. And now it's safe. But Bluste is at +8, +11 now. No, that's a 0-point move, actually. He scored 3 points for the road, while also allowing Blues farmer onto the shared field. Now it's the blue field, of course. And a lot is hinging on these two daggers. If yellow dodges them, I'm pretty sure they'll win. If blue manages to get one, they should have a great chance to eke out the win here, but depends on when that happens. The earlier, the better yellow's chances, because they get to profit from the second meeple more. If this here just drops on blue's last turn, yellow might still have a meeple in hand. Okay. I mean, yeah, this kills this square. And with this, the city, which actually was still alive, okay, then I get it. Else, I would have preferred to drop this cap on the farm to open up another winning condition, which would have been outscoring yellow. On the other hand, it's rather unlikely. Also, this monastery here, really, there's still a starting tile left. Yes, so one right-handed dagger for yellow. If they don't know what to do, just dumping it here works, because square is dead anyway. Oh, what? Something has happened. Where did yellow place the dagger? Yeah, up top as suggested. So BGA hiccup, and blue got one of their daggers, connected the fields, even got the next dagger for 7 points, which would have been only 4 if it weren't for yellow's monastery here. Yeah, but actually it's a 1-point trade-off, and in some cases you don't even mind this city being on the field, as you'd hope to tie the field anyway. And we'll see where are options for yellow to still attack the field. Once up here with the starting tile. There would be one here, but only under specific circumstances. So curve left plus hopefully only a straightish piece, so that no kill would be possible. What else is there? Well, there's still a ninja. Oh, that would be actually right now the best option, as that would be the last crossroads in the deck. Also not allowing blue to get this meeple back. Yeah, there are options over here as well. So quite likely that yellow will try something. So what will blue do here? And in the end, there are still caps out there. Self-evident, no, Bluste doesn't get all the quick points. I mean, come on. 2 of 3 club just drew one of 2 caps close of city on their field, and that definitely are quick points right there. And this here also sets up another option to attack the field, and in some cases, yellow doesn't even need to attack the field again. Also gave this option because yellow is down by 6. There's this one here on the left, quad city, 6 points right there. And yellow also has these road Doritos left, 2 to claim 4 points, because both remaining road Doritos, where's the third one? Oh, boy. Am I blind? Here is it. Both remaining road Doritos are without a shield, so it would be 4, now possibly 5 points. Blue quite likely will claim this ruin now. Which then, well, it's easy, will give us this here. And it's not even, it is blockable. It is blockable, but it is, I think, the best shot for Bluste. Yeah, that's a whiff. Doesn't help blue, although it takes away 1 curve. That's another one, but yellow gets the remaining. And something is wrong here. I think we skipped another tile. No, we didn't. Well, then let's refresh this. In the end, it's Bluste's win due to a last-minute ninja attack on the field. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, okay. So definitely more friendly tiles for Bluste here. So what a self-evident, aka QAZ, Sweat C, said earlier. Bluste didn't get all the quick points, but quite a lot of them. Okay, let's check if they do some sort of post-game analysis. Oh, doesn't look, only Q is writing there. Yeah, actually the crossroad move, good point. Let's take a quick look there. Yeah, so crossroad and was there a block available? I don't think so. So if you get a curve, yeah, yellow would either connect or get the only piece to restrict, kill the square, replace it this way. Yellow would either connect or protect. And it's the same from the right side. Yeah, so guaranteed connection for Bluste. Okay, then let's take a look at the endgame one of Pakshe versus Glovir. I think there was something there which we wanted to check. If BGA loads. Okay, seems to work now. Let's check. Ah, yeah, Pakshe City at the bottom. And Glovir not going for the kill. I think this was his first chance when he claimed these 7 points, which sounds totally fine. It's rather easy to either restrict or attack Yellow City. But then Pakshe closed this first, yeah. So he threatened on the double Dorito here. I mean, Glovir won in the end, even though Pakshe was able to close the city. But was there any chance for this here ending badly? Sure, there was. Pakshe could have claimed the city. And another one for 8 points. Hey, Bluste, congratulations. Yeah, definitely tough games. And sadly, due to the VGA outage, we only covered half of your match. So I think from move 30 or 40 of the second game onwards. Because these 2 here, Pakshe and Glovir, had to start their third game all over. So yeah, in this situation of the first game of Pakshe versus Glovir, the question is whether we need to kill this one and if it could hurt us. So 8 points for Pakshe, and then he'd be right there. Of course, Pakshe would also need to draw the horse, because as we've witnessed in the game, the horse scores 3, 6, another 9, -1, which is the difference between these 2 city parts. So 14 points for blue. But what happens if Pakshe, who still has 3 moves left after this one, gets these 8 points and the horse? Doesn't look like he's winning, right? Can't claim this field, which with the remaining 4 pieces, oh no, 3 pieces for Glovir would be easy. Yeah, looks like me that the kill here would have been totally fine. And on the other hand, if you don't go for the kill, let's switch. So no shields there. This city was at 9 points. So Upon completion, it's worth 24, so that's plus 15, minus 3, minus 1. So 11 points for yellow. And with 2 tiles, yellow would take a lead. Of course, they'd also need to get the horse again. But this time, these caps quite surely would be placed on Blue's field, although there's even a chance to add them. Maybe not. So maybe just taking an insurance field would be it. But that's not enough. Yeah, I think not killing this, then at least a few permutations for yellow to still win the game. Although the second meeple for blue surely would come in handy. I'm definitely not convinced. Not going for the kill white's the right choice by blue, so just that as quick assessment. Okay, folks, any of you still has any lingering questions, please voice them now, else I'll cut this thing here at roughly 2.5 hours, but not without taking a look on future matches. So thankfully, Otto has decided to cover the later matches of Matej versus Portgard. Matej, of course, usually playing at a rather frenetic pace. Portgard, I think, at least takes that time, definitely more than Matej. And then later on, interesting match between Fanatical Lime versus King Didi. I would see. It's pretty open. And then tomorrow, quite a lot of matches as well. Nope. Damn it. They stopped right here, so only 5. The other ones are already scheduled for next week, actually. Due to these rather quickly these staggered starting times with 30 minutes in between, it's very likely that I at least will stream one of these matches, maybe 2. We'll see. I have to confer with Alexei and Otto. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. See you there. Bye-bye.